Alright. I think we're in it. Are we in it? Are we in it? I think we're in it. I think we're in it. How is everyone today? I am Janaga, and I am very lucky to be playing Pokemon Red right now. I was doing some, like, practicing of looking where some things were off stream so that I'm not aimlessly wandering around, and I accidentally almost deleted my game. I was trying to do the fast strat for getting through the opening title cards and stuff, the speedrun strat for it, just to try to remember it. And for some reason in my head, I was like, what are the buttons that you hold? Oh, up, B, and select? Yeah, that sounds right. Well, the reason that made sense in my head is because, as many people watching this probably know, that is the button combination to delete your save. And it got to the title screen, I just started mashing the A button, because that's what you're supposed to do at that point. And then I just very briefly saw, would you like to delete your game? Yes, no. And I was like, oh my god! And I just, like, immediately shut the Game Boy off and just sat there for a while. Like, did I just delete the game? Did I just delete a year and a half of progress? And then I very worriedly turned the game back on, and everything was still there, thank God. But we are back with Pokemon Red. You might notice that I am not grinding up Maurice right now, and that is because I just learned that this is a thing. Not like just learned, but like relearned, I guess. That this very, very helpful item exists right over here. The Experience All. I found it while I was looking for... I was googling Pokemon Red exclusives, and I got an EX, and it said XP All, and I was like, what? And then, so my brain was like, oh, I've been wasting so much time. So much time. Today is the day. I do not work tonight. I am literally not going to stop streaming until I am done with everything that I need to do. Sorry, my throat is so dry today. So it's important to stay hydrated. But today we are not simply leveling up Maurice. By the way, I went and I found a video of every single rare candy location in the game. And unfortunately I missed quite a few of them because some of them are directly related to the story. Like there's some on the SS, or I guess only one on the SS Anne that you can only get while you're, you know, I don't know why, but I have the compulsion to check battle animations! I think there's like one or two in the Rocket Hideout that you can only get before beating the Rocket Hideout and stuff. And then I must have used more than I thought. I thought the only time I ever used a rare candy was for Jabari. But I guess I was wrong. But I have one rare candy in my bag, and there are... Okay, I just want to see here. Did he gain the experience? That is not a whole lot of experience. What happens when we're switching out? Because it said Titty gained the experience, and then Titty gained a different amount of experience with the XP all. I can't tell if that's better or worse. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. On the Slowbro here, we're gonna do the math. And then I just saved outside there, so I'm gonna reset. We're gonna get to Slowbro and we're gonna check the math here. 474 plus 231, 467. It's only 705. So now what does that look like if I don't have the XP all. Because maybe this would be good for like grinding up batches of Pokemon as opposed to one at a time. But anyway, I have one rare candy on me, and there are 4 locations in the game where I did not pick up rare candies, giving me access to a total of 5. So I need to get Maurice up to level 50 and then go rare candy hunting to get him up to be Dragonite. And then once we're done with Maurice, we are going to get the red exclusives, and we're going to get enough copies to be for Pokemon Blue and for Yellow, and I'm just gonna get all the exclusives for Yellow, just in case. Never hurts to have some extras. And like, I know that Yellow has like a mix of Pokemon that it doesn't have off of the red and blue exclusive lists, but you know, I'm gonna just get all the red exclusives and all the blue exclusives, and then I'll just have my bases covered. And then I did finally get a link cable for Game Boy Advance that works for Game Boy Color games. I tested it before streaming today. I mean, I tested it when it came in the mail, but I tested it before now is the important part, and it worked. So we get to do all the trade evolutions today, which is freaking exciting. I still have battle animations on because I've turned my game off and on again. 948, so they do, if I'm just doing one at a time, they do actually gain more experience without the XP all. So the XP all is probably better for when I'm doing large swaths of Pokemon as opposed to just one. But before I get too far, I want to give another quick shout out. It seems like we're doing shout outs every stream now, which is great. To Akidoshi, who followed me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Janaga14 for all my homies on YouTube out there. Oh, Maurice is super close. Akidoshi followed me 2 days ago, so thank you very much. That is a big preach. Hope you can catch a stream live someday. So we only need one more level on Maurice. I don't know why I didn't realize that we were so close to 50. Well, we probably only need to get through Bruno then. Something else that I learned while I was out looking for rare candies is that Snorlax is available again. So we will actually be able to get Snorlax in red for Red's Dex instead of having to catch one in a different game. But so we will have quite a bit to be doing today. And like I said, I ain't stopping till it's all done. We are finishing this freaking game today. Damn, no level up off of Bruno. Alright, I was gonna go through Agatha anyway, so I suppose it's fine. No, Titty! You've got one... Well, actually, I guess I don't... Because it's not evolving. We're gonna rare candy on up, so I just had to hit level 50. So I suppose if I go down here, like, there ain't nothing wrong with that. And since I'm badly poisoned now anyway... Optimizations! But now you need to actually do something against me. Okay, cool. Alright, well, I'm happy to be done with the grinds barely 20 minutes into the stream, because that was, honestly, what I was thinking was probably going to take up the largest amount of time. But it is fine. Alright, we're going to get out our classic team of Hardwan, Uwu, Hodish, and Cuddles. So we can start hunting these rare candies here and get us our Dragonite. So the first place we gotta go to is Cerulean. There is behind a house that has a rare candy. I feel like it's a pretty well-known location for rare candies. I did in fact know about it. It's so easy to forget about it. So there's rare candy number 1. Or number 2, I guess, technically, because I got 1 in my bag. We've got Cerulean Cave, there's 1. And then we got one in the Pokemon Mansion and one on the cycling road. I have very few max repels here that I've probably never made use of, so we're gonna make use of them. Right up here on this strange broken rock is a rare candy. So now we'll do... I'll do the Pokemon Mansion next, because that one's the worst one in my opinion. It's in the basement. There's two in the basement. I probably picked up the obvious one, and then there's one that's hidden. So I gotta go upstairs right away, and then upstairs here. I made a note of the whole path because I literally wandered around in here for a half hour today. Hit the switch, jump down through the 2-tile gap, coming on up here, hitting this switch, and I definitely need to remember this path for every time I have to return to Gen 1. And then right here in the corner, rare candy. And now just cycling road. This one's probably the most annoying to get, because cycling road is always trying to push you downwards, and it's just on a tile as a hidden overworld item. Oh, and we're getting Snorlax over here as well. Okay, I got 1 Ultra Ball and 2 Great Balls. Hodish, you know what to do. Let's hope we can actually get it this time. Such beautiful music. Look at that boy. That's how I look too, honestly, like when I'm just watching TV on the couch. I'm paralyzed! Ah! I know I just woke you up, but go back to sleep. Oh my god, the crit. Oh no! I don't know if I should... I can probably Mega Drain one more time, hey? Ooh! Don't rest. Dang it. Bro, would you pound that Snorlax? Bruh! I'm already out of Mega Drains. Oh, that is even worse. Hit the sleep powder. Oh my god. It was going awful. Let's just run with that for right now. I'm gonna just keep using Great Balls for a little bit. See what happens here. It'd be great. It'd be great if it shook even just more than once. You know, just to give me a false sense of hope or something. You know what? I'm gonna do it. We're using the 1 Ultra Ball. And that sucks. I do have very little balls. I wasn't fully expecting to be going out to catch the Snorlax right now. Oh my god. It's like legit just not even... Oh my god, I was gonna say it's giving me just a pity shake and that's it. Okay, we got us a Snorlax. You know what that means. Name time. So what do we got, boys? While y'all two think about that, it's energy drink time for me. Loading personality. Thank you for the follow. That is a big preach, my guy. Loading personality. Do you have a name for the Snorlax? As I drink my Mountain Dew Kickstart. Hello. How are you doing? Eric, we're gonna let loading over here. Loading personality, if you got a name because it's your first time over here, what would you like this Snorlax to be? Before I let Eric snipe it. There will be more opportunities to name, so. Yeah, you're okay with BFB, or yeah, you'll name BSB? Big Sexy Bastard? I got there. You got no better names? Okay, well, just to give you a heads up, we're getting all of the red exclusives as well for Pokemon Blue and Yellow. So we will have Ekans, Arbok, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, Mankey, Primeape, Growlithe, Arcanine, and Electabuzz to also get. Big sexy beast. Alright, well we're gonna have to use the Mr. Beast. Ooh. Eric, I'm gonna let you decide here. Do we do BSB for Big Sexy Beast, or do we name it Mr. Beast? What about Slim? Oh man, so many names. I'm gonna give it to loading, because this is their first time. So we're gonna go with Slim. We'll have plenty more Snorlaxes. And they only get more sexy and more beastly. And now it is, from this guy, it is up 2 tiles and over 4. There we go. Kind of just spam the A button and try to buffer the tile. No, this is a challenge to complete a living dex in every game. We got us a Dragonair here that needs to be a Dragonite, is what we were looking for the rare candies for. This is the last level up evolution that I need for the red dex. But this is spanning every single generation. From now even up to BDSP. We're gonna be here for a long while, so hopefully you enjoy the content and will stick around to help us out with it. I'll get rid of Slam. Not that it matters, it's not like I'm using Maurice here. Alright, hands off. Many moons, many suns, many stars of content. We got a whole galaxy awaiting us. There he is! Our beautiful baby boy Maurice has finally become a Dragonite. I should look up, like, when Maurice was caught, because he's been in the daycare for a fat minute. There are no shinies in Gen 1, so we'll see what happens with shinies when we get to Gen 2. Maybe some of these are shinies, I don't know. I think it's based off of the special stats. So one of these could potentially be a shiny, and we just don't know it yet. I am going through and taking out all of my trade evos. And so now we will need Fart, Vander we need, and we need Rock Hard. I love the, like, neon green casing that this cable has instead of just black. Loading up my copy of Blue that I'm practicing speed running. Missing No is not part of the dex, as it does not have a number. That being said, thanks for ruining the true ending, Eric. I was going to surprise catch Missing No at the very end. My name actually is one of the player names that can trigger Missing No. Interestingly enough. Right, welcome to the Cable Club. Please apply here. That's the text we want to see. Hey look, it's the other me. Alright, so first up we are trading Kadabra. Doesn't really matter what I throw over. And I'm gonna be ready to hit the B button in blue over here so that we can see the evolutions over on red. I don't know why the cord is like pulling it down so much. Uwu is not evolving, I say. No. No. You cannot stop a trade evolution. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I did not know that. Alright, well apparently, here, I'll do this, since we missed out on it. will be on Pokemon Blue, since that's the one that's gonna get all of the evolutions. There's Uwu. Sorry for the quality, I wasn't expecting to have to record the Game Boy with the bad screen. But there is Uwu. Our beautiful boy who has gotten us out of so many jams is now the Alakazam. So he's being traded back. Joey, your Game Boy feels louder to me. Just gonna turn this down just a sketchy touch. Okay, it's not just me. I was just listening to that, I was like, man, that seems like it is, like, screaming in my ears right now. Just the jolly, like, carnival music. There's our Gengar. So now we are on to Machoke. This feels harder than it should be for my brain to, like, parse out which game I'm confirming dialogue boxes and stuff on. It feels like I have 3 screens to look at, even though I only have 2. Alright. Got us our big beefy Machop. That was like a weird combination of Machop and Machamp. I mean, I guess it's still a Machoke right now. Look at that man. Macha. Macha. There's Vander. Ooh, Daddy Vander. Got Ooh and Vander. You would think it would show the nickname, like, once it's traded. I can understand wanting to just show the Pokemon's name before it gets traded, so that you know what you're actually receiving. And there's our Golem. Does anybody in the game actually use Golem? Any NPCs? Because, like, Machamp is Bruno's Pokemon. Is Bruno's ace. Agatha has 2 Gengars. Sabrina has an Alakazam. And so does the champion. But I don't think anybody uses Golem. Well, anyway, time to trade him back. We're all done with the evolving, so we can... Ugh. This extra cable on here, like, really makes it a little difficult to move things around. Because it's got one end to go into the Game Boy Advance and then another end for Game Boy Colors. So you can trade, like, across consoles as well as instead of just across games. So, like, I could be using a Game Boy Advance to trade on into a Game Boy Color or something. But it is a little bit of a hassle. We'll reset and make sure we're all fine and dandy there. Actually, I need to be pretty careful about removing this cable as well. I just want to make sure that this... Oh my god. It is, like, in there. Because I did see on some of the reviews that the casing, or the shielding, isn't super sturdy, and that some people, when they tried to pull the cable out, the cable stayed in and then the casing came off. But this was like the only proper link cable that I could find that actually does the cross-generation trading. So, and it wasn't super expensive either, but I just wanted to make sure, that I'm not messing up the casing in any way, since I've still got 5 more games that I need to use this for. I mean, technically I still need it for Red, I suppose, so 6. Alright, so that is all of our trade evos. Now, how much money do I have? Let's get a little more centered in here. Okay, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 Pokemon to capture.